Good afternoon, everybody. We have got some more midday madness for you today. It's gonna be an off-race clown fiesta between our pink Protoss, TimboSlice, and his opponent, the yellow Terran, kevinnleee. Both guys playing one of their off races. They do both main Zerg. So we should see some weird, wonky, wacky, crazy stuff. Neither player too versed in their current races, but in terms of the openings, pretty standard, I suppose. Both opting for the low ground wall, which tells me they're going to go for a relatively early expand. And of course, since both players are doing it, they should both be pretty safe. A little bit of a worker duel over there. And this is going to be that underwater map, 2,000 atmospheres. A lot of little rocks around the map that can be broken up to create different paths. Obviously, if you break down these rocks, it provides a pretty straight shot into this potential third location. And on the other side, this potential third location can be easily abused by the Terran player with these rocks. You can set up maybe a tank over here, which is very hard to break. We'll see what these guys are gonna go for. Timbo starting a Stalker, which is a good move as a defensive unit against this Reaper we see coming out momentarily. And Timbo gonna be the one to start up his expansion first. Once again, a bit of a wonky little wall here. Kind of big gap up top. I guess you could fit a Zealot here to block it off. Or can he even fit, actually? Or is this Stalker stuck on the outside? Now the Reaper comes in and the Stalker is completely out of position. Is it gonna get any kills? Oh no, it does look like the Stalker is stuck. He's now killing its own pylon. So this Reaper gonna be causing havoc in the main base. No kills just yet, but a lot of probes being pulled to try to deal with it, and obviously that's a lot of lost mining time. Probe's not able to get the surround, and ooh, one probe finally goes down. Now the Stalker has dealt with the pylon and opened up the door, so this Reaper going to get picked off, but it has been so annoying. 2 probes picked off, a ton of mining time. And that's going to be reflected in the income tab, as it has been Terran favored for a couple minutes now. We should start to see that evening back up as Timbo starts to make use of his expansion. But Kevin has gotten his own expansion as well, morphing that into an orbital command center, and he is going for 2 starport Banshees, also getting cloak behind this. So that's going to be incredibly frustrating, especially because Timbo doesn't have any mobile detection just yet. He is getting his robo facility, and that will be helpful to produce observers. I don't think it'll be ready in time for the initial 2 Banshees, which are just popping out. Gonna stay here for now, I guess. Another 2 on the way behind it, and I wonder if Kevin is going to go for the Banshee Speed, those hyper flight rotors. Those make the Banshees super fast and even more annoying. Now they are flying across the map, but the robo facility is ready. The observer is about halfway complete, so Timbo will have the detection, but does he have the anti-air to deal with the Banshees? He only has 4 stalkers, and Kevin not really going for the probes just yet. Gonna try to take out this pylon first, and that's gonna give Timbo enough time to respond. He's gonna be able to pull his stalkers over, and is he gonna get that one Banshee very low? Ooh, no. But now there are 4 Banshees, and 4 Banshees I think could deal with 4 stalkers. Not entirely sure, but these 4 Banshees now sitting outside of Timbo's natural, and they're just kind of loitering for now. Gonna shoot at this gateway at the front. It's gonna be a bit annoying. And yeah, that one low Banshee does get picked off, and Kevin's actually going to go for the fight. Bit of a mistake there, loses another Banshee. And behind this, he's going to go for a fusion core, so it's going to be battle cruisers behind this. 3rd base coming down as well. Not morphing that into a planetary or orbital just yet, just going to be producing some SCVs for now. And on the Protoss side, that's a lot of gateways coming down. And he's not even using the ones he has at the moment. No warp-ins that I'm seeing. I don't know, why get that many gateways if you're not going to warp something in? Okay, there he goes, warping some more stalkers. But no Twilight Council just yet. There it is, just finishing up. So I do expect Blink with all the stalkers he's getting. These 2 Banshees flying in once again, going to be annoying. And the stalker's going to come back, gonna clean up those 2 Banshees. Alright, nice pick off. And the battle cruisers are almost on the field. Timbo's going to spot them. Boop! Spots everything with this observer. And double armory for double upgrades behind this. And despite spotting the battle cruisers, Timbo's gonna move out with his stalkers. So if Kevin decides to blink in, or teleport in rather, Timbo's not gonna have his anti-air at home. So we'll see what these 2 players decide to do with their army. It looks like Timbo is going for an attack onto Kevin's 3rd base. And Kevin's going to need to respond. 2 battle cruisers. I don't know if that's going to be enough to deal with all this. Yamato Cannon did just finish, but not the most useful ability against stalkers, as 1 battle cruiser does get blown out of the sky. Blown out of the water, rather. Whoa, look at that. And that command center does get destroyed by the stalkers. And Kevin doesn't really have an answer right now. He's producing more battle cruisers. He does have 3. And that might be enough. Gonna shoot off 2 Yamatos, getting 2 free stalkers. And I think Timbo's just gonna back up. He got a base, he got 15 workers, so I think he should be pretty content with that damage. He's getting a 1/3 of his own now. But the more time that Kevin has, the more battle cruisers he can create. And so Timbo is gonna need to come up with an answer. Looks like it's just gonna be stalkers right now, and yeah, stalkers can shoot up, and they're actually pretty good against battle cruisers. And of course the blink just finished, so he can blink under them and perhaps snipe them off. How many stalkers is this? 24 stalkers against 4 battle cruisers. I think the stalkers take that pretty handily. So Timbo gonna be poking in once again. How are the upgrades? 1-1 for the stalkers. And ooh, aggressive blink there from Timbo. Gonna blink right under, and a bit of a mistake, I think, for Kevin teleporting on top. Maybe he meant to use Yamato Cannon. Of course, the T and Y buttons are right next to each other on the keyboard. And Kevin, recognizing the dire situation, pulls his SCVs for the repair and is able to clean up all the stalkers. So good job there from Kevin on the repair. Gonna have to be a little more careful with the T and Y keys on his keyboard. But it was a nice hold there. And now Kevin has 5 battle cruisers. Timbo only sitting on 10 stalkers. That is the extent of his army. And so what is Timbo gonna do? He has his 3rd base. Looks like he's getting the Zealot charge. But don't see any army in production. Just these handful of stalkers, which will not be enough to deal with the battle cruisers. Kevin dropping down a bunch of scans all over the Protoss side of the map. So Kevin has a pretty good idea of what's happening. And now Timbo gonna go for an attack once again onto Kevin's 3rd. Only about 10 stalkers though, so once again Kevin should be able to clean this up with relative ease. 5 battle cruisers with 1-1 will be more than enough to push this back, but at the cost of 16 SCVs. 3 orbitals, however, provides a lot of mules, so Kevin's going to be able to drop those whenever he feels like it. 4th base even from Kevin. And still just stalkers coming out of Timbo. He did get the Zealot charge, but no Zealots in sight. Another warp-in round of 8 additional stalkers. And whoa, big teleport from Kevin, blinking all of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 battle cruisers right into Timbo's base. I don't know if that was worth it, as the stalkers blink in to defend, and they aren't going to be able to get most, if not all, of the battle cruisers. The shield battery helping out a lot as well. Kevin dropping some mules to try to repair, but that's not going to be enough, and losing all of his battle cruisers there. That was a questionable decision. I think maybe the main base would have been a better location, because if things get dicey he could fly out. Did unfortunately lose almost his entire fleet. Only 1 battle cruiser remaining, 3 more on the way. 2-2 upgrades almost done, but Timbo with his squad of stalkers coming in to finish off the 3rd base. And Kevin's not going to be able to defend this. Not this time, not yet, until more battle cruisers are finished. So this base going to go down, 12 SCVs going to go down. 1 refinery even gonna go down. And where's Timbo gonna go? He's just gonna go for the natural, gonna start shooting down Kevin's wall. Kevin just waiting for his battle cruisers. Now he has 3. Is that gonna be enough? 3 Yamato cannons, but I think that was a dodge with the blink. Interesting. I didn't know that was even possible. It looks like he blinked out of the way of the Yamato cannons. now 2 more going down, gonna destroy 2 stalkers. Another battle cruiser comes in. 4 battle cruisers against all these stalkers. I do think the battle cruisers will take that. But again, the losses have been substantial from the Terran side. Loses another command center. 23 SCVs down. Kevin is down to 15 workers. 2 probes even going for an attack onto this base. What is going on there? And Kevin is pretty starved for gas at the moment. He is trying to establish this base here in the corner. Timbo has established his 4th, and it looks like just nothing but stalkers from Timbo, and hey, it's been working for the most part. These probes still kicking, gonna get surrounded. Not sure what they were even doing here. Kevin still sticking to the plan. Battle cruisers all day. 7 at the moment. 8th one popping up very shortly. There it goes. And 8 is going to be the magic number, I guess. Kevin's going to move out. 9th battle cruiser starting, but he's going to start heading across with the 8. And Timbo should have spotted that with this observer, but he is not positioning his stalkers in a defensive spot. Looks like he's going to go for a counter attack. So these 8 battle cruisers going to be able to do some critical damage to this base. Bit of indecision by Timbo. Kind of looks like he thought about coming back, and now, oh, a recall actually. But the base does go down, and Kevin's just gonna fly away. Nice play there. I think he saved all of his battle cruisers. Yes, 8 were able to warp away. Nicely done by Kevin. He should repair this 1 weak battle cruiser. And now Timbo gonna go for that attack once again. The slow warp-ins. So quick tip for all you viewers out there. If you have a pylon just out in the open like this, the warp-ins are slower. If the pylon is next to a nexus or gateway, then the warp-in is quicker. Anyways, back to the fight. Stalkers against battle cruisers. Only 5 battle cruisers remaining. 4 now. 30 stalkers. Stalkers are going to win this quite handily. And GG. Timbo going to take the first game.